A Shalom, giving all praises, acknowledgement, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakah, Ha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth, and they continue to teach us. And Shalom to our brothers doing this mighty and powerful works in the hopes of salvation. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is, He exists. And Yahweh Shai is the name of the beloved Son, who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai meaning He deliverer. Bahashem just means in the name. The Epstein Files predicts the Doomsday Strand. It mentions the Doomsday Strand. Dabu goes into it that the PDF mentions NIPA. And by now you should be familiar with that outbreak that's happening in Asia, in Eastern Asia. A deadly strand. So this might be that pestilence that starts wiping out people. All right?
I want to share with you guys here some key findings out of this new Epstein dump. Now, out of this was a PDF that I'll leave a link for, you can go see for yourself, talks about this doomsday strain. And to me, one of the more interesting things about this whole doomsday strain talk is that it mentions Nipah here in the wording. It goes through SARS, Ebola, but also mentions that Nipah is one of the harder to control and that can get out of hand, rather quickly here on the world stage and cause a lot of problems. So this doomsday strain mentioned, and we also have Bill Gates outed in all this, once again, not for the Russian hookers, but this time basically for talking about simulating a pandemic. He's caught, busted, red-handed, going back and forth in an email with Epstein about doing just that, simulating a pandemic. Okay? We also have images of Epstein right there in a CIA office. And over on my X feed, it's just loaded with post after post after post of this stuff.
So them Epstein Files has exposed a lot. So Esau gotta come with the pestilence, the outbreaks, the sedition. He gotta come with all these disasters. He gotta cause them through his technology. Cause floods, cause storms. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verses 1. It says, Babylon, Asia, Egypt, and Syria, you are doomed. Now the regular translation says, woe unto Babylon, Asia, Egypt, and Syria. So the whole world is pretty much going to be catching hell, because the Most High is about to bring hellish conditions upon earth. Because the Middle East, that's half of that area is on that side by Russia is Eastern Asia. All right, that's pretty much damn near the whole earth. It says, put on your clothes of mourning and your sackcloth and goat hairs. Cry and wail for your children, because the time for your destruction is near. So the time for the destruction of America is very near. It says, I am sending war on you and no one can stop it. I am sending fire on you and no one could put it out. I am sending disasters on you and no one can stop them from coming. Can anyone stop a hungry lion in the forest, or put out a fire that is burning in straw, or turn back an arrow shot by a strong archer? Hey, when the missiles are shot off, you can't turn them back. All right, they showed you that in that movie. What's the movie called? House of Dynamite. They were calling all the world leaders. Nothing they did could stop the missiles. When the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, sends disaster, no one can hold it back. No one can escape the blazing anger of the Lord. When he sends lightning, no one can keep from trembling. That is so true, man. I don't care how tough you are. If lightning strikes, you're going to be in fear. If thunder rumbles, you're going to be in fear. And when it thunders, everyone is afraid. When the Lord makes his threats, no one can keep them. Salakia. When the Lord makes his threats, no one can keep from falling to the ground in his presence. The foundations of the earth tremble. There is violent churning in the deepest parts of the sea. Even the creatures in the sea are in turmoil when the Lord makes his glorious power felt. He is like a mighty archer whose strong arm bends the bow. His arrows are sharp and never miss their mark once they are shot out towards any part of the earth. And those arrows are the missiles. They're never gonna miss their mark. Once they come out of them silos, once they're shot out of what are those things called? Things in the water, the submarines. Once they're shot from ships, once they're shot from certain mountains, hey man, they're not gonna miss their mark, and their mark is gonna be coordinated to America. The fire has been lit, and it cannot be put out until it burns up the foundations of the earth. The disasters are on their way towards the earth, and like an arrow shot by a strong archer, they cannot be turned back. And these disasters are spoken of in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, and reiterated in the 16th chapter. All right. Verse 17. I'm doomed. Who will rescue me in those days? So this is a righteous man that the Lord is showing a vision to of what's happening now, in the end times. And he's in fear. He's like, woe's me, woe's me. Who gonna deliver me in those days? How I'm gonna get out, how I'm gonna escape those things. Trouble will come and many people will groan. Famine will come and many people will die. And many will die. Wars will come and the world powers will tremble. Disasters will come and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? 19. Famine. Shortage of food, right? Epidemics. That's the point. An epidemic is an unexpected increase in infectious and non-communicable diseases. It says outbreak. So this was about to happen. Epidemics, because in the files it mentions Ebola and certain other ones that are known, that are raging rampant over there in Africa and somewhere, wherever Esau is test subject in these damn Hamites. Troubles and sufferings are sent to punish and correct people. So when all of this outbreaks, shortage of food, people are getting asked to ration, told to only buy certain things, limited things, all type of chaos is happening in America. These people are not going to get right, man. They're only going to wax worse. But in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. So, yeah, man, famine, epidemics, troubles, and sufferings. Now let's read the proper version. So 2 Ezra 16 chapter. Woe unto thee, Babylon, Asia, and woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. So pretty much America and that that Eastern Asia region, the entire region, man, pretty much the whole world. It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of hair and sack and hair. Now, when you put on sack and hair, you're mourning. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And this is addressed in America. Your destruction is at hand, man. All right? Jump into verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? So the things that are coming to the earth, these famine, death, pestilences, destruction, the Most High is sending these things. It's going to be out of Esau's control. The things that are happening. It's going to be like, oh, damn, that's not part of the plan. Why is that happening? It's because the Most High is sending these plagues. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had began to burn? So, unstoppable forces, a fire in the stubble, it's already burning. You can't undo that. May one turn away the arrow, Salakia. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. So if someone shoots an arrow, it's already shot off. Like with these missiles, when they're shot off from Russia and American allies, there's no going back. There's no calling for a peace treaty or nuclear deal. It's over. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? So the Most High is to be feared, man. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? So when the Most High threatens, you're pulverized. And the Most High threatened America. And America gonna be a damn desert. Alright? After the nuclear missiles burn themselves out. Alright? The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. In the other translation, it says it's not going to miss their mark. Why you think the most God has allowed man to create weapons of mass destruction? And Russia got it, Britain got it, India got it, China got it, North Korea. All these countries got nuclear capable missiles, nuclear capability. It says, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, and America is at the end of the world, all right, it's going to go from Russia, Britain, to America. And when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, behold, now what on earth could reach from one side of the earth to another? Only missiles. You know, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Now let's go back to the plagues over here in 2nd Ezra 15. It says, 2nd Ezra 15 and verses 5, for behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So those are the plagues. This doomsday strand is going to bring about death. Alright? They got a whole pandemic. They got planned out. Alright? They got shit that they have orchestrated and worked on in the lab. And they called it Nipah. It's coming. Alright, it says, Verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return not backwards. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, so these are the evils: famine, plague. When you go into plague, is dealing with outbreaks. Alright? Tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Most High send these things to correct his people. But you think people gonna get a clue? But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So they're not considering that the Most High is doing this for Jakes to get it together. Behold, victuals shall be so cheap upon earth that they should think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So the whole time when shit was cheap and affordable, people thought shit was good. But the whole time evil events was adding up. Little things was breaking down. Thousands of people getting fired. Thousands of people getting fired. It's adding up. Factories burning down. Food supply. Chickens getting killed. The farms getting taken over. Seeds getting corrupted. Train derail and destroyed thousands of crops and the whole environment. So evils was growing the whole time. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So, hey man, no escape for nobody. Let me see. 2 Ezra 16, the GNTD, verse 22. Many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in war. Their corpses will be thrown out like garbage. There will be no one left to comfort the living. The earth will be deserted, and its cities demolished. People ain't ready for what's coming next, man. Society ain't turning back. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries. And the world don't know the concept of what a prophet is. They don't understand. They think a prophet is someone that tells them good things. Oh, you're going to be blessed. Oh, you're going to receive riches. Oh, you're going to make it to heaven. Nah. A real prophet talks about bad events that's going to take place on earth. It says, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war, and of pestilence, and of evil and of pestilence, of bad times, that's what evil means, and of pestilence, outbreaks. Telling you that the Most High is about to send a vicious outbreak that take your life. So That's what we're doing. Prophesying against America and the entire state of the whole world. Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And this is the secret place. This truth. And because we abide in the secret, this truth, we stay in the protection of the Most High and His Son. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. So the Lord is our place of protection. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. And who is the snare of the fowler? Esau. Constantly set in traps, constantly working iniquity is upon his bed, constantly coming up with some evil ass scheme to destroy you, to kill you. To ensnare you with some goddamn poisonous thing in your body. Come on now. And from the noisome pestilence, and that's dealing with the missile. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. And it's dealing with the angels. Alright? His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So we got protection. Alright, this truth shields us. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, that's the missiles, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So we ain't gonna be afraid. Because these things are not sent for us. They're sent for the wicked of our people. So when Esau unleashed some shit out here that's going around tearing people's bodies apart, and they start getting some type of outbreak, start breaking out, and they die. Hey man, that's not gonna befall us, Lord willing. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. So a lot of people gonna be dead around us. There's gonna be death all around us. But it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So for these people and their attitude, their behavior, we're going to see their reward, and their reward is death. The scripture says the wages of sin is death. So they're going to be rewarded for all the shit that they be doing. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. So we made the Most High our dwelling place. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So all the plagues that the Most High is going to send, it's not coming close to us. It's going to be around us, but it's not going to set against us. For he shall give his angel charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. So the Most High is going to tell your angels to make sure nothing happens to you. But yeah, man, Lord willing, edifying and to the point, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Shalom.